It's the 1st of April 1976. Two college dropouts in a garage had an idea. A vision that technology could be more than just tools for engineers. A vision that technology could empower creatives to push the boundaries of art and innovation. It could be something that creatives and everyday people use to express themselves. Fast forward 2 decades and their company became one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Apple wasn't built on numbers and performance stats. It was built on the idea that art and technology could coexist. It was about how Apple could empower people to create. Steve Jobs didn't just create a product, he created a movement, and it was his personal vision, his obsession with design and creativity that made people fall in love with a brand. And that's why Apple built brand loyalty that had never been seen before in a tech company. Consumers didn't just buy Apple products for their functionality. They bought into the identity and ethos that Apple represented, because owning an Apple device became a symbol of creativity, individuality, and a desire to challenge the status quo. People saw it as a badge of honor, a statement that they were not only tech savvy, but also part of a community that valued innovation and bold thinking. Apple wasn't merely a brand. It was a movement for those who wanted to push boundaries and express themselves through technology. This connection made Apple products more than just tools, but an extension of personal identity. This is founder-led marketing. It's when the values, personality, and vision of a founder become the backbone of the brand's identity and message. Steve Jobs wasn't just an executive in a suit. Apple wasn't another faceless tech company. He was the face behind Apple's message to think different. Founder-led marketing is the art of building brand identity that isn't just about the product, but about the story, mission, and vision of the person behind it. When a founder's story shines through, it creates an authentic narrative that resonates on a personal level with customers. It draws people in who align with your mission and movement. And it's an incredibly effective way to build brand loyalty so strong that customers feel like they're part of the inner circle, transforming transactions into connections. So, what does it mean to leverage founder-led marketing? In a world overloaded with advertisements and brands competing for our attention, what makes one brand stand out over the rest? Why do we follow certain founders religiously, hanging on to every story, update, and product launch? The answer lies in a strategy as old as the first marketplace, but is more relevant than ever: founder-led marketing. Historically, brands were created by people who stood behind every product and every promise. There was an intrinsic connection between the person selling and the person buying. Today, that connection has eroded, and founder-led marketing is a way to rebuild it. Every founder has a story, and that story serves as the heartbeat of their brand. It's the reason you started your journey, the challenges you faced, the lessons you learned, and the moments that shaped who you are. This story is powerful. It's not just about what you sell, it's about why you do what you do. When you share your story, you invite customers into your world, connecting you to your audience on a deeper level. It allows your customers to see you as a person, not just as a brand. And one of the most powerful aspects of sharing your journey is transparency. When founders share their story, the late nights, the failed attempts, the breakthrough moments, they create a bond. It's not just about the perfect finished product, it's about the entire journey that led you there. Imagine following a founder who openly talks about the reason why they started their business. Maybe it's a personal experience that showed them a gap in the market. Perhaps they wanted to build something better or disrupt an outdated industry. Sharing this story doesn't just create an audience, it builds a community of people that feel connected to that vision. And this community is invested, not just in the brand's success, but the founder's journey. They feel there's something bigger than just the products they're buying. In the era of polished marketing and perfect images, authenticity is a breath of fresh air. Founder-led brands stand out because they don't just show the good, they show the real. The wins, the losses, the successes, and the stumbles. This authenticity is what people crave. It humanizes the brand and makes it relatable. When founders are real, they show they're not just pushing a product, they're pushing a vision. And customers are drawn into that sincerity. A compelling vision is what ignites a movement. You need to create an aspiration. Steve Jobs didn't want to just sell computers. He wanted to change the way people think about technology. He inspired millions with the idea that technology could enhance creativity and self-expression. It's not just about pushing your story out and into the world, it's about creating a two-way dialogue with your audience. When you engage with your customers, you invite them to be part of the conversation, making them feel like they're part of something bigger. The pinnacle of founder-led marketing is when a brand transcends the products and becomes a movement itself. Customers don't just buy, they believe. They see themselves as part of the journey and align themselves with the founder's vision. And movements are built around shared values and aspirations. When a founder leads with purpose, they inspire the creation of advocates. And these advocates spread your message organically, driving growth that no ad budget can buy. Spreading your mission far and wide at no cost. Organic advocacy is true loyalty. When working with Daniel Dallin on his community movement strategy, we encourage his audience to join in, sharing their building in public journeys. Their journeys of creating businesses, creating content authentically, the successes and the failures. And what we saw was an explosion of brand awareness. His followers became his storytellers, amplifying the message and encouraging others to join the movement. When founder-led brands reach this level of deep connection, they achieve something rare. They scale without losing authenticity. They grow not because of flashy ads, but because their mission and values attract people who share the same drive and vision. So how can founders replicate this? By consistently showing up, staying true to their values, and nurturing a genuine dialogue with their audience. Each interaction builds trust, and with every story shared, they create a deeper connection with those who believe in their mission.
And we could have just kind of crossed our fingers and hoped that nothing happened, but I made a different choice. I just said, I got to tell everybody. So I just sent out an email. I was like, look, y'all, I'm so sorry. We didn't have the right security. We got hacked and your information was compromised, and we're so sorry. And I just came out really authentically and honestly, instead of the whole customer base turning against our company, being like, these losers can't even secure our credit cards or whatever. They actually trusted our company and trusted me more because of just how authentically I shared about that story.
In a crowded market, founder-led marketing allows brands to cut through the noise. It turns brand stories into personal journeys and products into symbols of shared values. No longer competing for attention, but drawing people in who align with the mission. The most valuable asset isn't just the product you're selling. It's the story, the vision, and the authenticity that only a founder can bring. And that's honestly why I created my company CC, to help brands keep customers forever. Not just focusing on improving products, but building lifetime loyalty for communities and movements. If this sounds like something that your brand needs, go to creatorcommunity.com. Thank you for watching and subscribe.